Hello, gorgeous. My name is Dusty, and this is the Scorpiopriestess. If you would like a private reading, you can do that by visiting www.Scorpiopriestess.com. I hope everybody's doing well, vibing high, living your best Scorpio Dorpio life. We're going to get a look-see at what this solar eclipse weekend has in store for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Guys, you want to visit at Dusty or at Scorpio Priestess 222 on TikTok to find out the deets on what to do and what not to do this weekend. Clean your home, your phone, Scorpio. Cleanse out your being. Take a salt bath. Utilize this energy. Let me know in the comment section if you're feeling over emotional. Emotions are running high. Be the observer. Don't join into the drama. There could be drama at work. There could be drama within a relationships. Things are shifting and pivoting. Tell me, Spirit, what is it that you want Scorpio to know about this upcoming weekend, please? What is it that they need to know? Sagittarius energy here. Stay optimistic. Some of you are going to be in a position in the next 14 to 30 days to speak your mind. You may want to go on some kind of adventure. Some of you are secluding. You're lonely. You're not getting out enough. You're confined. You feel disconnected from your higher self. That happens sometimes, Scorp. But this is a great weekend to reconnect to your higher self and your God. If you feel like you are disconnected, you may want to, take some time. Don't stop watching tarot, really connect to your higher self and tap into the messages you're receiving inside yourself, guys, over the next several days. Tell me, Spirit, but most of all, staying optimistic and remembering the law of one. Luna's confirming you are never alone. We are always connected, Scorpio. Tell me, what is it that's being purged out of Scorpio's life? What is being purged over the next few days out of my Scorpio's life? Some of you are finally going to let go. It's developing right now. Some of you are finally going to have mental clarity. You're letting go of the mind clutter. You're letting go of all the chatter and noise. You're letting go of lack, a lot of resources coming in. Your investments paying off, your study moving forward, but you've been on autopilot. I think I can. I think I can. That's the attitude you're being called to get in. You're heading towards the direct route. My friends used to call me D-train because when I had my mind made up, I would be like an unstoppable train. And I'm still like that in ways. And that is a Scorpio trait. Once you have your mind made up about something, there's no stopping us. Some of you are getting into that position. You're getting your mind made up. You're taking action. You're leaving a relationship. You're finding a new job. You're finding, new home, whatever. You have your mind made up about something or will by the end of the weekend. The letter K could mean something to you. Angel number 3334. If somebody feels called to, look it up and we will pin it in the comment section what that message is. 3334. Tell me, Spirit, what is the affirmation that Scorpio should be saying over the weekend? What is the affirmation Scorpio should be saying? What is it that you want them to know right now? What will serve them to work on over the next few days? Those Scorpios who like shadow work, my affirmation babes like myself. Indecision. I use my intuition in all aspects of life and surrender. I can release my need to control. Those who say affirmations, I will put them here. You really want to work on retraining that subconscious. Affirmations work because you're speaking it into existence, but you're also, every time you speak, hold an emotion for longer than 16 seconds. Every time you have a repetitive feeling, thought, action, it is programming your computer, your subconscious mind. Some of you are finally surrendering control. You're surrendering the need to know everything, and you're surrendering you're coming to the understanding of, I can't make people be who I want them to be. I hear you, Scorpio. It's been a hard pill to swallow in my life, but I've had to accept it as well. Some people are never going to be who I want them to be. They are who they are. And that is good enough, but they can't be that in my space. They can be who they want to be, just not in my space. And some of you are getting into that space where you are detaching. You need to understand the distinction between power and control. You have the power of internal control, but very little external control over people or situations. The power of influence you can lead by example. Every soul has its own unique path, and it's not your job to dictate it. Giving advice or direction in a compassionate manner is the way to go. Your soul too has a path, and you possess the power to control it. But you must surrender the illusion that you have control over another. Remember that this is a process, and from time to time, your ego will rise up and demand that things be the way it should be. Envision a hot air balloon being loaded with all the things you think you need to control, and then let it ride away in the balloon. You'll be surprised to find when you release the energy of control and accept the energy of surrender, doors will open that you never expected, because you have now given the universe space in which to materialize what is necessary for your highest good and growth. A lot of you over the weekend are coming to the conclusion, maybe this lover is never going to be who I want them to be. Perhaps I have fell in love with who they could be. Am I in love with the illusion of what it used to be? Some of you are coming to the understanding that a friend group is just not aligning with you anymore. And others, it is a job, a long time job that you have held. It just no longer aligns with you and who you are. The only constant on this planet is death and change, Scorpio. Everything changes. We must get in flow. Tell me about Scorpio here over the next several days. Eclipse energy. What is this eclipse energy affecting, please, in their life? What should they? Tower straight out the deck. Oh boy, some of you have a lot to come over the next few days, Scorp. There's some tower moments happening. There's some mind towers happening where you're starting to have an understanding and a wake up call here of who somebody really is. And it's not going to feel the greatest for some. I do not want to trigger, and I am not here to fearmonger. This is a situation where it is your mind. Most of you, this is a mind tower that's going to hurt like hell, but the clarity is needed. That is what eclipse energy is about. It is about purge. It is about pause. It is about reflection and reset. So whatever is coming to the surface, whatever is coming up in your life, it is because it needs released. So you can finally, once and for all, move on to a fresh new path, where by this time next year, you could be looking around and the people and the players in the game are all going to be different. And some of you, that's exactly what you need. So this mind tower over the weekend, you know, there's something you could find out about a lover. There's something you could see online. There's somebody that could show theirself, reveal theirself to you, Scorpio. Moving on over here to love. Tell me what this eclipse energy is affecting in Scorpio sun, moon, risings, love life, please. What is this affecting in their love life? Could be involved with an air sign. That was going through my third eye and I didn't say it. I was going to say, especially if you were involved with an air sign, and I didn't. Some of you are involved with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or somebody with that highly aspected in their chart. You're having a lot of dreams, or you're going to have some vivid dreams. Scorpio, don't make any unsafe decisions this weekend. There's a lover that's out here making unsafe decisions. They're taking risk. They're either using drugs or hooking up with randos or doing something for money that they shouldn't be doing. They're taking a lot of risk. with their life, and it's putting you and your life in jeopardy. Scorpio, you cannot be loyal to somebody else to the detriment of yourself, guys. Let me remind you, society has lied and made us believe that we must be loyal to the fault of ourself, and that's a no. If somebody's putting you in unsafe positions, you've got to remove yourself, and you can do that with love and light. This lover is lost. They are a lost soul. They are a runner, and they are confused. This person is just in survival mode 24/7. They're not a bad person. They're just a messed up human. They're human. Tell me what the person on Scorpio's mind, or the person Scorpio is involved with, is about to do over the weekend, please. What is it you want them to know? The bare minimum. There's screenshots. There's proof. There's something coming in. There's some kind of proof, some kind of screenshot that you may see. This person wants to run away. Something may have happened around the springtime that you're going to find out about. They're guarded, and there is something coming out, guys. They're hiding the truth, and there's something being exposed with this eclipse energy. Brace yourselves, because this is going to be a big one. You need to see this. Whatever this is, it's not going to feel good. My battery's dying. My phone wasn't on the charger last night. It's going to hurt like hell. But in the long run, you're going to be in so much better of a position, Scorp. This person's defensive. They have a blocked heart chakra, and it's all coming from past trauma. What a shame. Tell me about this, please. Give me a little more information on what this is, please. Tell me about this, Spirit. Yeah, it's about them in this Knight of Wands energy, acting like a player, rushing in and out of your life, possibly somebody else's, and acting incredibly foolish. This could be a 50-year-old man or woman, but they're still out here moving around like this. They're still out here making these unsafe decisions, not thinking before they do something. They like quick dopamine hits. You could find out they got arrested. You could find out they hooked up with somebody they lied to you about. You could get a message from a third party. You could see something on their phone. There is something happening over the next few days for those Scorpios that this is hitting a nerve. Now, some of you are not in this kind of situation, and perhaps it won't be big. Maybe it's a secret that they're going to tell you themselves. Perhaps it's not something that's game changing. It's going to depend. Luna's all riled up, guys. It has a lot to do with friends, drinking, partying, socializing, staying out all night. For some of you, this person may not come home this weekend. They may get themselves wrapped up with something. They are regretful. You were given to them as a gift, and they've dropped the ball. Be on the lookout for an orange and black butterfly. 7 of Swords on the bottom of the deck here. This person's been lying and love bombing. Those that haven't heard from them in a while, especially if you're involved with an Aquarius, may be coming in. A lot of you, this is an ex that you've already found enough out that the relationship failed, but you're still in communication. Somebody here is trying to reconnect, and they've been telling you that they're changing, but you're going to find confirmation that they're still acting exactly the same. Unfortunately, when somebody tries to change for you and they are not ready to change, that is white knuckling, and they will always fall back to their baseline. Our patterns of behavior are more deeply ingrained than love we have for anybody. It's fact. It's just fact. This person is no different than anyone else. Unfortunately, their baseline is toxicity, lying, and giving the bare minimum. Some of you, by the end of the weekend, you're going to lose complete interest in this person, and that's going to trigger the hell out of them. They're used to you being in a chaser energy, hoping, wishing, waiting. Tell me what's going on here, please. Tell me what's going on for my Scorps. I really thought you would always be there, Scorpio. Trust your gut. It's rarely wrong. You were my home. And now you're just a place I can't return to. I thought I had more time. This is what I'm saying. This is what I mean. This person thought you were always going to be there. They thought they could neglect you, treat you terribly, and you were just going to be along for the ride. But now you are trusting your gut. Now you see things in a much different light. You're about to have mental clarity here. You're coming to a place where you are alert. You're gathering information. You're not closing your eyes anymore. You see this motherfucker. You see them very, very clearly. And so over the next few days, Scorpio, if this resonates with you, there may be a aha moment to come. Maybe big, maybe small. It just depends on your circumstances. Tell me about those Scorpios dating. Tell me about those Scorpios out here dating, Spirit. Acceptance, self-love is necessary. You may meet somebody that feels like butterflies. If you meet somebody over the weekend, it is all a part of your divine path. Everything happening right now regarding your love life, regarding major events or new people coming in are a part of your divine path. If you meet somebody on a dating app out in the community, just know Spirit is asking you to be self-aware, and there's a divine intervention coming. It is the deadline. It's time to move, Scorpio, and listen to your gut, and no longer drag your feet. If you are in a position where you don't want to, or you don't have to do anything, but the universe is going to do what it can to help you. Do what it can to give you that little push off the edge you need. Some of you are so close because you've been pouring into you. And because of that, you're going to meet somebody that makes you feel happy, that you can't stop smiling when you're around. Their first name could begin with a C. This is somebody that may work in some kind of tech or something like this. This person is smart, but they're fun. They're a problem solver. They overthink. They're grounded. They're loving. And you are manifesting this. Some of you have been feeling a little rejected. You've had a few bad dates, or you've been alone now for a while. But the more you pour into you guys, the better, because you are attracting from your frequency here. We attract what we are, not what we want, Scorpio. So the more you heal, the more clarity you get, the better you feel, the better chance you have to attract in a healthy lover as well. This new person could have a lot of Virgo in their chart. This is someone that will complete you, and you'll complete them. But some things have to happen first, like you finding this mental clarity, surrendering the need to control, trusting your gut because it's rarely wrong. I hope everybody has the most beautiful and blessed day ever. And if I don't, if you, this is, you're just coming to watch this reading, well, have a good eclipse weekend. And if you'll be back tomorrow, I will see you tomorrow.